Peace. It's your boy Romello Skuggs for Undisputed Spit. Before we start this video, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel on YouTube or add us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest boxing content from us. Before I start this video, I want to send a prayer out to Ugas and his family. He suffered an eye injury in the showdown with Errol Spence Jr. this past Saturday. We all love boxing, and it's so attractive, but also we don't honor people getting hurt, severely hurt. It's a very dangerous sport. When you're in the ring for 36 minutes, you want to go home to your loved ones and your family at one piece. We don't wish bad things on any boxer. So I'm praying for him and his family. I hope he come back in top shape. I hope he comes back healthy. He's a good boxer, and he's in the top 4 rankings in that division. Said all that, he suffered his 5th loss against Errol Spence Jr. in a TKO 10th round knockout. I was very surprised, not because Spence won, but how he won. I was very surprised. I thought it was going to be a split due to Spence lack of activity. He ain't been in the ring since 2020 in December. And he put up a masterpiece of a performance I didn't see coming. I knew he was going to win because he's that great, but I didn't see a knockout coming. Because maybe I was still hung over how Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao last year. And I thought it was going to be closer than I thought because the counterpunching, his timing, and things of that nature. But said all that, Spence just looked focused. He looked ready. He looked prepared. He looked sharp. Now, the first couple of rounds, usually the fill-out rounds to see what the opponent is going to do or what they trying to do or what makes them feel comfortable. I thought it was kind of competitive, but I still gave it to Spence. I gave Ugas the first, and I gave Ugas the 6th round. The rest was Spence all the way. I think Spence volume punching was a serious problem, especially with Ugas is limited on offense. But 2 things that I learned about this fight. 1, Errol Spence can eat a punch. He still gets hit a lot, but he can eat those. And secondly, I didn't realize how slow Ugas was moving and how slow his counterpunching was. And that was concerning. So, but the 6th round, he did knock out Errol Spence. My piece out, I thought Spence fumbled on that. I would have gave him an A+ if that didn't happen. But it happened, and Spence bounced back. He smiled at him, and Ugas didn't take advantage of that opportunity, and that was a problem. I knew Spence was going to cook up something that was great, and he did. From the 7th to the 10th, it was tough to watch. The ref could have stopped it at the 8th, 9th. It was just his eye was closing that bad, and he was looking that bad. That's the thing with trainers, man. When your fighter's in the ring, it's in a dangerous sport. If he getting battered and bruised, stop it. You got to protect him. And I feel like trainers fail people on that. But that's another story for another day. What's next for Errol Spence Jr.? We already know the answer to that question. He said it. The person he wants to fight said it. We want Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. for all the marbles. And we need that fight. We want that fight. We discussed that on just about every episode on Undisputed Spit. We need that fight. That's the fight everybody want to see. They both undefeated. It's for the marbles. It's for the welterweight division. It's for, not division, supremacy. It's for bragging rights. It's for everything. We didn't have two undefeated fighters since Ali and Frazier in 1971. We need this fight. And I hope and I'm praying that it falls in October so it could be a birthday gift for me to go. So no predictions on that, because we discussed it so many times on this channel. We need that fight. It needs to be next. I don't want to hear about Thurman. I don't want to hear about Garcia. I don't want to hear about Porter coming back. I don't want to hear none of that. It's time. Errol Spence Jr., Terence Bud Crawford, we need it. They're already throwing jabs at each other. Bud saying on Twitter, keep my belts warm. And Errol Spence got a video or a picture with all the doors open with the belts. And Terence, it say TC as the door closed with that last remaining belt. So this fight must happen today. It need to be signed. They teams need to meet up and need to be signed today. So we're going to have an episode with my boxing brothers, K. Will and Walt Dolla. I'm sure they're going to give their perspective on the fight as well. It's fight week with Tyson Fury versus Dylan White. We're going to discuss that too. And that's all I got to say on that. I'm Romello Skuggs with Undisputed Spit. I catch y'all next time. Peace.